the dream, you saw clouds coalescing into a massive oblong swirling shape, abstract but clearly a form of something. Gazed closer into the shape and you saw flashes of purple lightning brilliantly flaring from within this massive shape of something you now realize, something quite sinister. A horrible storm that has gone from miles away on the horizon to nearly upon you in a sudden matter of seconds. Then you heard the sounds of thousands, hundreds of thousands of voices, all individual, all distinct, scream out in agony and terror. And you found yourself joining them. And as the sound crescendoed, they all merged together as one. The storm is coming. That was your dream. Getting back into this, I'll start with basically where we ended, and then we'll kind of retroactively go back and do anything we needed to do before that. But we'll start in the morning. It is not high sun. This seems like one day behind.
Didn't we wake up? Or I think the time, like the actual time is a little murky, but someone woke up and walked in and said they're all dead, right?
Yes, that's where we'll jump in. Let's see if I can get the... There we go. This should be correct. So, roll 20, please. Help me roll 20. As the warm morning sun cascades into the small shrine of the Keeper of Flame here on the Dune Dragon Estate, we watch Anna walking towards the temple's main door to return to the manor and reunite with her companions after their night's rest. But as she reaches out to shove open a wooden door and leave the shrine, the side door suddenly bursts open. Stumbling out of the doorway and falling onto the white tile floor is an older woman, dressed in the small clothes of a shrine maiden, not fully made up for the day. It's clear by the looks of her, she only recently just got up from her evening's rest. As she pulls herself from the floor and sees Anna standing in the doorway, we notice the blood above her upper lip. Fear in her eyes as she looks to Anna for help, comfort, anything. Says, "All of them, they're all dead," and begins to sob. Anna, what do you do? What do you do with this new information? 2 weeks in the making.
Imagine she goes and hustles over to the woman and is like, "Who's all dead? Where? Yeah, who's all dead?"
And as she's kind of crying there on the floor, looking up to you, she just kind of turns her face and points back into the hallway from whence she came. The door kind of holding open there, and you can see into the hall there are multiple doorways, some of which are cracked open.
I assume Anna pretty quick, if she's bleeding, Anna pretty quickly notices. Or do you want a perception check to make sure I actually notice?
Yeah, you can see that there's a smear of blood underneath her lip or underneath her nose. It doesn't look like there's any active bleeding happening. But this isn't unfamiliar to you from some of your companions from the night before. Experienced this, it seems.
Anna will get down and say, What happened to you? Where did this come from?
She like touches beneath her nose and like looking at the blood, like looking up at you. A nightmare. There was a storm. I looked around. I tried to find someone. None of them will wake. They all have blood on their faces.
Anna will nod and say, you should maybe go up to the main estate. Let the master of the house know. And she'll walk down and see to where she pointed. To sort of verify the story or see if people can be saved.
Yeah, as you get up and start walking down the hallway, it's eerily quiet as you do, and then slowly pushing some of the doors open, you can see that there are people laying in their beds, eerily still, many of them with like drips down their face, coming from their noses. Some of them have some dried blood around their ears, and they do look like they've been dead for a few hours.
They kind of like smell like death. Like, death isn't sadly like familiar thing at this point. It's not like a weird thing where I guess I can do a check.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check. You're good.
Her intent is to be like, are they dead? Or has something that the mind flayer done put them in like a weird stasis to maybe be later reactivated, like we saw in the. Are they mostly dead?
There it comes. Yeah, as you're starting kind of checking vitals on them,
Didn't have advantage.
You get the sense that these people seem to be dead. Dead. Yeah.
Okay. Anna will offer up a quick prayer of sin, and we'll head and go find the group.
Lovely. Walking back through the estate, it's pretty quiet. You're pretty easily able to reach everyone as they're kind of all coming to in the morning. Some of you had already been up for some time, having taken some damage, some of you, from the night before. I know there was talk about possibly short resting after you had got up, rolling some hit dice, if that's something that people want to do. Obviously, you can do that now. I know, Stephen, you said maybe arcane recovering.
Yeah. So point of clarification, like what time is it?
When? What time is it when? Basically,
now.
Like you like when Anna gets back, it's like early morning, dawn hours, like because Anna went to the church as the sun was rising. But you could have basically, after you woke up, you would have probably had an hour or two, maybe 3 hours before this moment.
Gotcha. So, but like what Anna's experiencing is like 6 or 7 a.m.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and we had planned on going into the sewers at like 11 or 12.
11
right?
or 12.
Yeah, so then I would have held off wanting to get the full breadth on like mage armor and all that stuff, like getting my full money's worth.
Yeah,
on
totally.
So I would not have short rested yet.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
I would not have arcane.
Yeah,
I would have. Could have rolled hit die, I guess, because we can do multiple short rests in a day, right?
Correct. You can do as many short rests.
Yeah, then I'll do that. But I've still got arcane recovery. I'm planning on doing that in the hour before we go.
Love it. And anyone else that wants a short rest, try to regain it. Just make sure you mark off your hit die. Since who knows, they might be of interest today.
I think, Marshall, you get double.
Why would I get double?
For your magic item.
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget that.
Oh yeah,
I definitely forgot that.
So
Harry Act.
I wonder because I had counted 2 attunement things, and I knew there was a third. Awesome, thank you. Cool. Then I just rolled 1 then.
Anna would come back and report to everybody and say, it seems the attack last night affected, at the very least, other people here in this house, not the whole city. Only one survivor of the people who were watching the Temple of Sin. I assume we'll find out soon. But it's a good thing we're going after this today. This would have forced our hand otherwise.
Is Dune Dragon with us yet?
He is not.
I'd like to go elsewhere in the house and like try and start getting a head count of how many people this affected.
Perfect. All right, I need 1 minute and I'll be right back. So continue. Feel free to talk about plans and whatnot.
Still gonna go murder some things that I knew. And so,
Well, I agree. The only caveat I would make is, if it turns out there's a pretty high mortality rate in this house, I would be curious as to what that does to all the other people who were supposed to like be our distraction out in the city.
yeah, if there's a huge distraction of dead people, though, they still may have to send I can see the guards having to go out in the city for, to keep the peace if there's just dead people everywhere.
Yeah, I would think so. That the only cause for concern was if they knew that they themselves caused it.
If you used hit die, you guys get a D8 for Song of Rest. In addition, you can roll it. Not me. Save you a hit die, potentially.
I did, actually. I was exactly 4 points from full.
And aren't we all exhausted too? Do I remember that?
One level of it, yeah.
There were a few of us that made the saving throw.
I think there was a few of us that didn't make the saving throw at all.
Yeah, I didn't. I was awake. Croft doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Bartlett wasn't here, so it was by virtue was awake. Maybe Salig, you made it. It was a pretty high wisdom save, though. For
Saru rolled, and I think Saru was the only one who saved. Because...
Oh, Anna and
Michael.
Salig were up. in the
Yeah,
chat.
Anna and Salig were up. We'll have to check with Michael if Saru saved, but Saru had a 17, and I honestly think he didn't even make it. Because I was at 15, Nate was at 16, Bartlett was at 17. And I remember thinking, like, Saru is the only one with a chance, and I don't even know if he got it.
Yeah, I don't remember. Michael said.
Yeah, zombie guy doesn't have to sleep.
Nope. Is there a way to mark that on your sheet?
Exhaustion?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, if you don't have it turned on, if you go to the cog,
Wheel.
wheel on the right, somewhere on the right side, there should be an option,
Show exhaustion tracking.
and then it should appear underneath your hit dice.
Got it. That sucks.
Maybe we got lucky and it killed 100% of the guards.
That'd be nice. Never know.
How would Steven feel if it straight up killed the captain? Just now he's dead, so that's great, but there will be no closure.
That would be something. I don't know how Steven would feel about that.
Oh, he got an infection and died off screen.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe that would start Steven down the Breaking Bad route of, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Anyone who wants to kill the captain's aces in his book.
Dangerous road.
That or Anna could just abandon him. That's the other option. Isabel already greased that pump as far as Steven Breaking Bad options. And next what happens, that's like, all right, this shit's about to get real. We'll turn into one of those serial killers who like murders prostitutes or something.
True of Briarwood.
Yeah.
Took a dark turn.
Think you'll get to use your special spell or ability that you were holding back, Will, today?
Who knows? Not me, because I can't really remember what it was, but I'm sure something will come up.
Nice. You mentioned it specifically in the group. That's the only reason I even asked.
Oh, when he was talking about committing war crimes?
Yeah.
I kind of vaguely remember that.
Oh, yeah, that is something else.
Gotcha. All right. Fair enough.
Maybe that happens, maybe not.
Well, no, wasn't there something you mentioned when you weren't gonna, you thought you weren't gonna make it tonight?
I still may not. It smells strong down here.
Nice.
Didn't you say you don't have to drink because of it?
I don't think that I even have the option of drinking. But what are you going to do? I had a pretty good run.
As long as that life insurance policy is signed, I'm sure you're good to go.
It absolutely is.
There you go.
Yeah, it's going to be a long time before I'm worth more alive than dead. So, if something happens, Nicole did it.
Did she just say something?
Yeah, she said I had it coming.
Dave, do you have any the Batman takes for us, or anyone else for that matter? I should say.
It was a good movie. I don't think it's thematically that different from the Nolan movies, honestly. It's pretty grounded in reality and dark, like really dark.
Yeah, like emo Batman, right?
Yeah, I mean, they made the decision to go with a version of Bruce Wayne that he's still famous, but he's like a recluse. So they're like, like when it goes out in public, they're like, oh my gosh, it's Bruce Wayne, but like he doesn't really interact with anybody.
Gotcha.
And so it kind of results in like Robert Pattinson feeling like a little bit one note because it's always dark and brooding all the time. So I don't necessarily agree with that choice. I thought the movie told a compelling story. The Riddler was interesting, very scary. Catwoman didn't really work for me, but seemed to work for everybody else. So I guess
people are ringing their praises online for sure.
I guess I'm wrong on that one. But I didn't think she was like screamed Catwoman to me. Like she just felt like another random character that's there. Like she's not really stealing anything.
She's kind of hanging out.
Yeah, like her character motivation is that she's trying to find like her lover, I guess. I thought it was her best friend, but somebody told me it was her lover. I was like, oh, I completely missed that.
Why can't they be one and the same?
They could. And like she has like the dumbest mask I've ever seen. I mean, it's like wearing a COVID mask. Like people can clearly tell who that is. It looks like she just had a very poorly constructed knit cap that resulted in 2 bumps that somewhat resemble cat ears. But I don't think that was Zoe's fault either. I think that's how the character was written. So like I just don't necessarily agree with how that character was written, how they wrote Bruce Wayne. But the Batman stuff's super cool, very brutal. I do wish that 2 of the shots in the trailer weren't in there, because the scene where he's chasing Penguin in the Batmobile is amazing, as is the scene where he's fighting people in the complete dark, and it's just being lit up by the guns that are shooting him. Also awesome. I just wish I hadn't seen that in the trailer.
You were expecting those versus being just surprised and delighted.
Well, it would have been cool to have witnessed those in its actual context versus like, oh yeah, I remember this from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worth seeing for sure. It's way better than the last 2 Batman movies, but that's not saying much.
I was going to say, is that a high bar to clear with Batman v Superman? Are you including Justice League, or is it Batman v Superman and The Dark Knight Rises?
No, Batman v Superman. Oh, Dark Knight Rises. I like The Dark Knight Rises more than most.
Gotcha. Okay.
I definitely prefer Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I thought she was fun.
But yeah, Riddler's very scary. He's like a legit serial killer Saw style stuff.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
And it feels like that. It feels like Zodiac, but Batman is investigating the murder instead of a journalist.
Batman Talk. Welcome to Batman Talk. Alrighty. So, Green Dragon Estates. Steven starts to head around, trying to figure out who's all there, who's all not. It doesn't take long, Steven, for you to find a few of basically maid type quarters, like chef quarters, and you find you come across another 4 deceased bodies in similar fashion. They seem to be asleep in their beds, just with blood. And you do find a few people moving about the house, seeming to go about their normal business. These individual quarters, you kind of find them sequestered alone, so it's likely you're the first to come across them. Some of these other people seem to have been in rooms alone as well, and they're just going about their normal day. After a few inquiries, you can definitely get Calic Everrock, someone to go get him from his quarters, and he comes out to come meet with the group as you guys are starting to figure things out. Is there anything else you wanted to do around the estate, Stephen, other than just kind of try and take some stock?
Yeah, so is it literally just those 4 only? I guess I'm trying to ballpark. Was this a plagues level event where, 30%, 10% of the population is dead, or is it seem smaller than that, bigger than that? That's what I'm trying to suss out.
It's hard on the estate just because, you're not fully aware of the inner workings of the estate, how many people there are, where everyone stays. But, at this point, it definitely doesn't seem, it seems like there's a decent amount of dead bodies turning up around here, which is more than would be comfortable, I presume.
Yeah. Then I would just ask Dune Dragon if he would start, taking a true census to try and see what the fallout is, and maybe if he can send someone out into the city just to try and take the temperature of, was this an us thing because we're the head of the resistance here, or did this affect the city at large?
And you kind of give him the rundown of everything that people, I don't remember who all was affected, but and he is definitely pretty confused and afraid at that moment, trying to not fear afraid, but more that seems very very scary thing, if that's possible, because he does not remember any dreams from the previous night, so he's a bit curious about that. But yeah, he'll start going around his entire estate and trying to make contact with some people he knows in the Platinum District to try and start figuring out what's going on in these early morning hours. what else do we want to do? Were there some things that we were talking about, like still handing out, or did we figure all that out?
I think we got that all figured out.
Perfect.
Pretty much just splitting potions between people and
Yeah, pretty much.
So while he's kind of taking stock elsewhere, what are you guys thinking? These early morning hours.
how's
Go ahead.
Anna wants to know how Sin's Law feels in her hands.
You know, it feels pretty good. Feels like pretty balanced. Feels like a good ass sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Okay.
It's the plan to just wait.
I mean, I guess especially if he's not here, I guess we could talk about like where we want to go in the sewers. But beyond that, I think unless anyone has any other thoughts, like we're still moving forward.
Isn't there a sewer connection in his house? Didn't we like come up in the house?
There is a sewer connection in his house that takes you to the main line. From there, you'd have to find your way, basically. But he knows the general direction to get like to the keep. The sewer lines. He can basically get you to the sewer lines that would take you towards the keep. Just from some general directions. He would have let you know that the night before. So you have that option. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's too much to do other than to wait.
Is there anything that Xerxes wants to plan with his massively, probably overpowered bomb?
I mean, he's giving the
Isn't that like
bomb.
a 31?
Yeah. It was a crit 31, no big deal. But again, it was more about sound and color than it was destruction. He's giving that to the rebels, for lack of a better word, and they're to plant that thing by the walls of the keep. It probably has enough, in it to blow a hole in the wall there, but not, this is more of a controlled charge situation than like a humongous bomb. We're not, there's not gonna be like a giant crater, over there. It's more just gonna take the wall out, be very loud, be very flashy, and there to set that off if things get particularly hairy down there at the old keep, or at the square, and if not, then they'll, I anticipate that it will. Let's just put it that way. I anticipate that it's not going to go super well, so they're gonna need the distraction to help them get away, to distract the guards from us, and just cause general chaos.
That's perfect. After 30 to 45 minutes, Calic will return, informing you that a large percentage of the commoners in the estate, something close to 60% of his basically of his maids, servers, the people that kind of upkeep around the outside, as well as a lot of the like shrine maidens, priests, are dead in their beds. Reaching out to others that he knows in the district nearby, it's similar numbers in the 40 to 60% of people on these estates. There are a few people that he was unable to reach, and he did contact someone he knows kind of across the river that has a shop in Court South. And there are, as far as he can tell, no reports of anything that far out.
So it doesn't seem unreasonable that, yes, eat the rich. That's good. Doesn't seem unreasonable to infer, based on what you just said, that this place bore the brunt of it. Other people in the radius took it, but it seems like if you go with that as the hypothesis, the farther away you get, the less damage there was.
That's as far as he can tell currently. Yeah, it seems like this area surrounding this area seems like a lot of people are affected. He's unsure if that is the Dune Dragon Estate as the ground zero or somewhere else, but it seems like as far as he can tell, a blast radius type situation. Where exactly you fall in that, he's unsure, but it would be crazy to think that we're being targeted specifically.
How is Klaus?
Good question. Is Klaus still with you?
It was last night where basically I told him, hey, within 3 days you got to get out of Dodge and you probably don't want to worry about helping us. And then I kind of turned him over as an NPC, so maybe he's there, maybe he's not.
Yeah, I think he wasn't going to leave in the middle of the night from the Dune Dragon Estate, so he's probably still there. And mechanically speaking, he is in similar shape as anyone who would have taken the damage, which I believe was like 10 points of damage.
It was 10.
Yeah. So he's okay to that extent. But yeah, he's
Ready
really
to hibernate.
He's really unsure of what he wants to do. He'll probably go with you into the sewers at least, if not just to go the other direction, because that's probably the easiest way for him to move throughout the city. But he's torn.
And he had the dream, like if I ask him, or does
Correct.
he not remember?
Yeah, no, he had the dream. He had the same dream. Even as a bear.
Buying options on the livestock market.
Does this affect Dune Dragon's ability to muster troops? Because wasn't a lot of the distraction going to be people that he had in his employ, his control?
It's only been 45 minutes to an hour, so he's not really sure.
Well, I didn't know if they were people in his estate or if they were elsewhere.
No, he has connections elsewhere through other. As far as from what he thinks about the situation, he's hopeful that if this was a blast centered here, that many of the people wouldn't even know that this happened. But he's unsure.
Gotcha.
But a large swath of the people were hopefully mustered by Saru on a
Sure. But
alien glint.
Noted spokesman of the people.
Yes.
Glint.
yes. Spokesman of the people.
Big
Yeah.
time.
As much to do other than offer condolences to. And then wait. Anna's kind of curious if, as we get closer to, if the Blood Hunter people are going to show up.
Well, if we want to move closer to that 10:30, almost 11 o'clock mark, certainly can. Please. Reboot the weird sandbox booting problem. Won't send my calendar to the chat. There we go. On the premises of the estate, someone will eventually be notified that a gentleman by the name of Boris does in fact show up. Yeah, I remind you how cool Boris looks as a non-boar. And he does show up to the estate and is brought in. And those of you who have not seen this before, you do get to meet. Oh wow, the character sheets look so different in dark mode. Beautiful. Okay. You get to see Boris in all his glory. He is a dwarven gentleman, short and thick, and lots of scars, similar to Anna. And Xerxes, you had seen Boris before, though you saw him as a boar down in the Rat's Cage Club. Anna, Boris will kind of come up to you. And let you know. I sent the others to help with the people in the square, but I felt it beneficial if I came with you.
Thank you, Boris. Odd question. Did anybody mention a dream last night? Wake up bleeding? The three of you?
Well, it's not that out of the question. Wake up bleeding around our parts, but no. Nothing out of the ordinary. At least the other two didn't say anything.
Good. That's good. You think there was a attack last night? I think the Platinum District got the worst of it, being closest to the Mind Flayer. Thank you, Boris, for your help. And she will introduce him to the people he doesn't know, Steve and Arthur. That might be it.
He gives you the like cool guy nod. Yeah, Sarah. He looks at you, looks at Sarah, looks at you. Sees her arms missing. Wonders if she's been doing it wrong.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
You're in that 11 o'clock-ish time frame when Kayla Everrock will come back kind of to you. He's been in and out all day, kind of getting things ready and trying to take care of the chaos that is happening on the estate. Before kind of like telling you like he's going to head to the direction of where the people are supposed to be meeting soon. He has a couple people with him, like carrying some of the gear that has been kind of hastily thrown together with the blue sashes and blue bandanas to start kind of handing out to these people to show the support for Briarwood. And he will basically ask you if there's anything else you need or want from him. And then if there's any way of communication that will be happening, he has those stones. He can take one or he can give you both of them. He doesn't really care. He can cast sending, but that's obviously he would have to reach out first. So
I would say we should probably take both, because the only thing we would need from him, right, is like if, he basically tells us like, it's over up top, like we're retreating or anything. Like, is there any other information he could give us that would be helpful?
No, I mean, yeah, other than update you specifically on what's happening there. He's going to save one sending basically to send to the rebels, the bomb rebels, so that he can tell them to blast it if things are getting crazy in the square. And he admits he's spent a couple this morning trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
I'll give him one of the scrolls of Major Image that we stole, and basically tell him to use it to. Funny that we were talking about this already, but just a little, Dark Knight Rises sort of moment of like the symbol of Briarwood in the sky or something like that. Just kind of be the rallying cry for the people.
Love it. Yeah, he'll happily take that. Like easy work of not having to spend a spell.
And would he be willing to cast non-detection on Steven?
Let me look at his spell list. I don't remember what all he's got.
He's got non-detection. I'm looking at it.
Oh boy! Yes, he can do that.
Cool. Well, considering those stones are just one use per day, I think we'll get more use out of them, and he can just use sending to send us something if he needs to.
How about me? I don't have particularly strong feelings about it. Hopefully we don't need them, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Lovely. Anything else?
Steven's in the middle of his arcane recovery short rest. The following people will have the gift of alacrity: Stephen, Anna, Xerxes, and then really that fourth one is up for grabs if someone wants it.
Man, I love buffs. Sailing, I
be quick.
presume.
What'd you say?
It wants to be quick.
Okay, Flint.
That?
What does this do?
Makes you quick, Glint.
Great. Croft wants to know what this does.
Yeah, you had a D8. You had D8 to your initiative.
D8. I knew it was initiative related.
Clint knows who Croft is.
Yeah.
Oh, things are really getting crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Connor, you want Boris?
Yeah, I'll do Boris. I'll double Blood Hunter it up.
Okay.
I've used a lycanthrope before.
Okay. Let me throw him. I don't know where he lives on my party. Blood Hunters. Beautiful. He's under party NPC in Blood Hunters, and you should have access to his sheet.
Cool.
I don't know if he has like vision or anything. It's an interesting quandary. I think he should. So his sheet is like an NPC sheet, so it's like a little, should hopefully be a little easier. You can shrink it to make it fit, and you can double click it and it'll get smaller. So when you don't need him. But he basically just can shift when he activates his bloodness. There's some very cool Blood Hunter NPC sheets that someone's made out there that I stole. So good on them.
I did see a meme that reminded me of you, Michael. It was, the meme where Obama is putting the Medal of Freedom on himself. Do you know that meme?
Yeah.
And it was DM-controlled player character landing the killing blow on the boss that you've been hyping up for months.
Hell yeah. That's what
Sarah's gonna land her first fire blast. Yeah. How do I want to do this?
How do I want to do this? Yeah, that'll be wonderful times. Any more buffs happening this hour before entering the sewers, or are we?
I guess I've been
Are
coy.
we,
But I'm
are we
mechanically
good?
speaking.
What up?
I've been coy around Sin's Law, but
Hmm.
is mechanically speaking, is it going to work, or do I need to find out?
Mechanically speaking, you are attuned to Sin's Law on a trial basis. you have your driver's permit.
Let's see how you use it.
The real question is, did I tune to it and coax it God to make it a finesse weapon, or is it still strength based?
You just got a little wonk.
Something about finesse weapon, I think.
Sorry, I had to reload the.
You there, Connor?
I think he might be.
Yeah,
reloading.
I'm here reloading roll 20, which is slowing everything down.
We didn't hear words you said about Sin's Law. Something about finesse weapon.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, did I convince the dead body of Sin to let me use it as a finesse weapon?
Yes, it is. It can be a finesse boy, versatile finesse boy.
All right, we'll see how this goes on a trial basis.
Takes out. It'd be so hard to drag your Talir around behind you.
Yep.
Maybe just dual wield. One
That'd be
reach,
sick.
one
Little-
reach, one not.
Little General Grievous action.
Yeah, very scary. Grow a couple of arms. Have Xerxes build you an arm. I love it.
Yeah, if Xerxes built me an arm, and I can use
Take Saras.
Because of
yeah,
spell slot
dual
math,
wielding
I'm
plus what?
because of spell slot math, I'm casting Mage Armor at 2nd level on myself, so I'm assuming that just makes it permanent, right?
Yeah,
That's how that works.
just double the amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. It's like, fuck, I just guess I'll use a 2nd level on it.
That's all I can do. I get 6 levels of spell slot back, and there's nothing else that lasts longer than an hour than the Gift of Alacrity. So here we go.
Blair. Okay. Feeling good, feeling great. Talik Everrock will, before leaving, take you down into the basically the dungeon area, the cellars of his estate, where he will bring you to kind of a basically illusory wall that you're able to just walk through, very like Harry Potter, platform 9 3/4 style, just like walk through this wall, where it kind of leads to this back area in the sewers, and he kind of gives you these general directions on where you'll basically from here meet up to the main line in the direction that will bring you towards the keep of Briarwood. And he'll basically like pat all your butts as you guys are going in, like, you got this, good game, good luck. This is a Maranthian dwarven tradition. And
That's
send you
canon.
off. Yeah, that's canon.
When we go to Maranth.
Everybody's patting each other's butts.
Oh yeah.
A lot of butt patting in Moran, no? And send you on your way. If there's any last moving around of items, chugging potions that you need to do now is the time.
You remember what the saving throw was for their mind attack for the dream? Do you remember the value?
Do.
Was it higher than 17?
I don't. I mean, when I said I do, I was lying.
My question. So my character sheet, I currently have nothing in my current hit points.
Oh, you should.
And I know you rolled for me, so I don't know if I should have full hit points or 10 less hit points.
That's a good question. I feel like almost everyone failed. You said 17?
That's what, yeah, I think you rolled for me.
Okay, yeah, you should just have 10. I think I just really fudged up. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, so you should have 74. If you wanted to short rest this morning, you could have. To re-up that, just reduce those hit points, or the hit dice. And you had your Song of Rest. Butte. I guess Sarah will short rest as well. Seems weird for her not to. If everyone else was doing that. Peace. Peace, Sarah. All right. The gang's ready. The gang is ready for the sewers.
For what it's worth, Michael, I can't use Boris. I don't know if we're gonna take a break soon or if there's a good moment, but just double check.
Can you not move the token, or can you not access
when I
the sheet?
When I click on the sheet, nothing happened. It's like it just pulls up blank. And I also cannot move his token. But I see him.
Are you in the bio and info section?
That's all that pops up, and nothing.
What? Oh, can be controlled and edited. I only put it in your journal. That is a dumb thing. Okay. How about now? Here's yours.
Yep. Okay, that did it. Thanks.
Roll 20, genius. All right. Guess I'll get rid of Klaus. We'll go the other way. Klaus will look to Selig as you guys are getting into the sewer. Just give you like a long look, Selig. And Klaus has been your voice, so I don't know Klaus's voice, but it's basically gonna just be deep. And he looks at you. Thank you, friend. Kind of extends this massive bear paw towards your tiny, tiny frame. If you get out of there alive and need a companion, I hope we meet again outside this city. And he drinks his beer.
I agree. Let's meet up again when we're both free. And we'll nod to him and give the traditional bear greeting, whatever that is.
What is it? What is it? You're not getting away with that.
It's the sound of what is it, Nick? An elk bugling.
Are any of you guys familiar are any of you aware of the term that elks bugle?
No.
Jesus, really? Wow.
Yeah, I told you that is not a normal thing for people to know.
I don't understand how.
Definitely not common knowledge.
Bugle, elk, it's when they call out and do that high pitched.
It is horrifying.
It's amazing. It's they bugle when they're in the rut.
It is really scary.
I figured a New Yorker would know what an elk bugling sounds like. Like Central Park full of a herd.
You're thinking of the movie I Am Legend.
Yeah. I love that.
Which is getting a sequel, by the way.
Is it really?
Shout out to Preston.
With Will Smith?
Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan, I believe.
Wow.
Not possible. He died.
I'm just telling you.
Did you ever see the alternate ending to that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think-
why he died. That's the alternate.
Oh, that
It's
one.
not the real ending.
Is that the better ending?
Somehow,
It's just-
Will
I liked
Smith
the alternate
returns.
ending.
I mean, they're both good.
All right. Let's do 8:14 break. Do your P's and get ready to explore a sewer. And look up bugling elks if you dare. It would. I'm sure it would. Okay. Is it loaded? Can you find yourselves in the bottom left corner? Here, if I were to click. It's been a while since I've tested out the old dynamic lighting, you know what I'm saying? Saru just dove into the water. So, as this map is a nice simple map using dungeonscrawl.com, man, the greatest website ever for making quick maps. It's the best. The middle section with all the like cool patterning, that represents the water. And everything else is basically like the like sewer like platforms kind of flanking, and above you is this kind of rounded stone that kind of goes up straight and then rounding up, making basically like a 10 to 15 foot, maybe 12 foot tall corridor. The middle section is dropped probably about 2 feet before you hit water. And you guys have been kind of walking down this one pipeline basically for a little while, following the directions of Everrock. And I first would like you all to. Oh, I'm in my wrong session notes. I was checking that shit. Okay, so the running water currently kind of moving in the sewers. It is not great smelling down here, but also not terrible. You've been in the sewers before. Sailor, you've been in the sewers obviously a lot more than the rest of the group. So you, my friend, have advantage on this next perception check that I would like for everyone to roll. First rolls of the night.
Michael, can you give me my dumb owl token too?
Oh God! I thought
Now
I
that-
killed that thing. I'll find a way. There it is. Man, I gave Connor more characters to deal with. Didn't even think of that dumb owl. Okay.
Is there a reason my exhaustion token isn't working?
What do you mean?
Shouldn't it be disadvantage?
It doesn't automatically roll it for
It
you.
doesn't
It's just
do
a
it.
reminder.
It just tells you.
That's annoying.
That is annoying.
And what's the point of it?
Or
Wow,
remind you of it.
I'm looking at the character sheet in dark mode, and it looks nice. Nice. I haven't looked at a character sheet, like a player character sheet, since. Okay, so what do we got? Let's see. My word. I'm just gonna do it this way. My people who rolled above. Well, first, everyone actually, because the first one is technically a decent. You all note that the middle section where the water is kind of flowing is not. It is giving off a small amount of light, the water itself, almost as if it is glowing. Those of you that rolled above a 14 or above, which isn't much, as it turns out, you note that every so often in this kind of like slightly glowing, like bluish glowing water, that there is like it's hard to describe. It's almost like a slight twinkling of like bluish white light. Think almost like there's glitter dust thrown in the water, or like you're staring at a night sky and the stars are doing that like cool twinkling things. It's like a very strange like sensation of like this like moment as the waters are passing by, these weirdly bluish glowing waters. There's this like twinkling of light. Yeah, it's odd. It's very strange, but it's not something everyone catches. Some of you maybe just I don't know. Is anyone carrying light? Philia Faye would love to be illuminated right now, but she also trusts Arthur at this point. So if he does not want Philia Faye lit up, Philia Faye will not light up.
That would be nice.
So that's up to you, because I can turn off your low light. Like that.
Crawford
Philia
was
Faye
always-
going dark.
So everyone,
What?
I think
This is
everyone, yeah, I think everyone has dark vision.
I actually don't think I do. I do not.
Well, you're token to this. How about now?
Perfect. I
Oh,
can't see
God.
anything.
That is horrible. I need to fix that. It looks terrible. Now it looks better. I'm gonna give you more than 5. 10. How's that?
Perfect.
Everybody else should have dark vision though, to some extent. If I'm not mistaken. Mute. Okay. Party order can be whatever party order you guys want. But that is what you notice. The water is glowing blue. Slight glow in the water. Very, very slight, but everybody notices that much because it's kind of hard to miss in the darkness because no one has any lights as we are currently trouncing through the sewers. And some of you, specifically Arthur, who appears specifically Arthur, and Salic, note seeing these kind of like strange sparkles kind of like go by every so often. But no one else kind of picking up on that exactly.
This is different than the last time. The 0.5s were in the sewers.
Yes, the sewers are. It looks different than the last time you all were in the sewers, and you all were in the sewers also to go to Salig's place, and the water looks different.
Okay, cool.
Which is interesting. And Arthur and Salig, you two both note there is this slight scent of like salt or brine, like a salty scent in the air, like seawater scent, which is not normal down here. But nobody else picks up on that.
Can I ask a meta question?
Always.
Is it the same smell as outside of Briarwood? Not Briarwood, Mountain Heart.
Who's to say?
Okay.
All right, are we ready in the? Are we ready here for the order? Are we good with this party order?
Any pre-scouting happening? Yeah. Party order. Obviously. We want
My only-
Siren in front of Sailor. Or we want
Steve would
Siren.
ask Glint how he feels about being in front of him.
Glint is fine.
You're good, Glint?
Yes, yes. Do you want to be in front of Glint?
No, I just know that you're more likely to get hit, and you got hit a lot yesterday, and want to make sure you know that there's going to be bad people trying to hurt us down here.
That's okay. Glint.
Okay.
Glint can take a hit.
Okay. Well, you couldn't yesterday, so that's just what I'm checking on.
Glint can take a hit.
Okay. Cool. You seemed very not cool with it yesterday, so I'm just checking on you.
Good.
All right. I'm gonna have Anna start going forward,
Love it.
and I'm not really planning. I assume we're just kind of walking up as a collective. She can Three Stooges her head around the, around the pass, but I don't think she's like sneaking up like 20 or 30 feet ahead of everybody. So
And are we trying to move stealthily? Or are we just walking? That's a group decision. If you're walking as a group.
I mean, the whole point of this was stealth, so we might as well try, at least to start.
yeah, may as well try.
Love it.
So maybe a group stealth roll, and then I'll
Group
start.
stealth, baby. Love it.
Exhaustion's killer.
Great. Oh yeah, exhaustion. Damn it! That's annoying.
Yeah.
Whose dumb rules are these?
All right. So as we loudly clang down the hall,
Yeah, it's not your quietest moments, and you're aware of that.
all right, I'm going around the corner. Woo!
Sorry for the jarring movement. But it's the best way to drag the camera along.
Arthur, do you want to stay up front, or do you want Anna and or Boris to be in front of you? Boris has a decent AC.
Fine if we're going parallel / one square ahead.
Okay.
That should give enough time to help adequately react.
Cool. I'll keep going then. We've got lots of hallways down here.
Are we using Luness to scout ahead?
I wasn't really.
All right, so as you get to this portion, you can see that there are multiple. So that middle section again is the water beneath. You can see there are kind of. This is a much larger chamber that you're entering with 3 of these streams of water. Roll me a perception check, if you will. Solid. All right. Those of you 15 and you can hear this kind of distant murmur over the slow going water, and you'll note we're going to just talk directionally north and south on this map, even though it may not be 100% true to the actual map. But like north top, south bottom. The water is going from north to south, so from top to bottom on this map, for the most part. And you're hearing kind of like murmuring. It almost sounds like conversation, like a whispered, like you almost hear like the harder like S's and T's, like someone's like whispering and trying to like talk softly, but they're kind of like hitting those S's and T's a little harder, from somewhere off to the north. It's hard to tell exactly where. As Arthur, I think you are able to kind of note from your current position that there seems to be an intersection coming up somewhere, 50 or so feet ahead of you. You can kind of see that there seems to be like maybe a T crossing, or a four-way crossing coming up, and you can kind of hear this like echoing from somewhere to the north, but it's hard to pick up.
So Anna will put up her hand because she heard it, and she'll warg, and Lunas is superior vision. Lunas can see.
Dope.
Because he's got a
Yeah, so Lunas can, as you kind of take over his eyes and your eyes kind of turn into those owl eyes, and you're seeing through his, like you can see that there is two T intersections. So there's one about 50 feet ahead of you, and then a second somewhere in the 120 feet ahead of you. It seems like there's another T intersection, or I guess a four-way, but you understand what I'm saying. There's a crossing. And you can see through Lunas, even just from where he currently is, you can see two, and you can actually see the like shadows of a third person, humanoid figure standing there. They seem to be armored, and they seem to be having just like a quiet like conversation. They seem to be standing rather still. They don't seem alarmed at the current moment. They just seem to be kind of talking to them.
Anna will quietly tell everybody and say, I can see 3 beacons due north, about 100 to 120 feet away. If we want to get into a fighting position, I can also see if they'll. I don't think they have. I can't tell what weapons they have, but I might be able to try to lure them with Lunas, or just stand at the front. But anyways, you've got to fight up ahead. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like a winnable fight, but it would just
Shoot him from distance, knock him out, right?
yeah. I could always just yell down and get their attention, or have Anna like run down there and lure them and run back.
No, one of them might run off. Let's just shoot shoot them at him from distance and make it quick.
Do you want to try to sneak, or do the people who want to shoot range want to try to sneak? I mean, I could point you where they are, but I know you have to be able to like mechanically see them.
Yeah, there would be a mischance if you're gonna shoot them in the darkness. You could do it, but there's a mischance.
We might as well try to stealth, even though it might not work.
Yeah. Doesn't work, then we just rush them.
All right. So, sort of where you want to, I guess, where we're collectively trying to aim to stealth is probably like here. You know, people should be able to see him, and they'll be. The guys are up here. If you guys are seeing that. So, group stealth.
Yeah, whoever wants to try to sneak up. Give me a stealthy.
Boris, not very stealthy.
Ah, damn it. She's got exhaustion. Hey. Okay.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
As we're walking up, I'm going to use minor illusion and just make the sound of like running water, like the water in the sewers, just even a little louder. Like basically just try and put a noise in front of us as we're walking towards it, and just to try and deafen it a little bit.
I like that. So as you guys start walking, you there's a few moments where, someone lets something cling against the wall, and there's this subtle echo, and it's very quiet down here. So every little thing makes a difference. But then as Steven starts kind of focusing in on the water, he's realizing oh shit, kind of trying to amplify the sound of the water. It seems to help in this moment. And you don't seem to hear or see anything change from the north, as far as you can tell.
Can you guys see them?
Not yet, no.
I guess we got to get up a little farther. Do you want another stealth roll, Michael, as we get closer?
Yeah, give me one more stealth roll, and just give me this one. Well, just give me it as you would, just so it doesn't change. Yeah, so give me it if you have disadvantage or whatever.
Oh well.
Balanced it out.
Yep.
I can see them!
As Arthur screams, they all turn to look. Just kidding. You guys are again kind of able to sneak forward into general position that you're currently in, and you seem to have not alarmed all three of them. They all seem to be kind of in their position.
I'm going to collectively use message specifically on Xerxes, Arthur, and I think Honor, the only people I know who has range, to aim for the ones in the back, because I will freeze the one in the front.
Really can only see 2 of them. They're even with each other.
Well, I can barely see the text of one, so that's what I got.
Do you want to do a surprise round?
Yeah.
Let's do a surprise round. Why don't we just roll it and see what happens?
We had disadvantage on a niche or no?
Shouldn't be.
I'm not sure.
I thought initiative
you are.
It's abilities check.
I
Yeah.
think exhaustion is disadvantage on an ish. So just let me know what I need to change, what I need to add. I know somebody who have additions.
Oh, we just gotta roll it twice. Aha! My second roll was the lesser.
Nick, don't forget about your D8. Or wait, no, it was Glenn who took it. Sorry. Nate, Croft, and Anna or Connor have your D8.
I think I rolled mine somewhere. Yeah, it's up there. I got.
It was the very
6
first.
I
Got it.
rolled mine too. It was a 1.
Yeah.
You should
mine
you should
was
be
a
able to
2.
adjust your own ish.
I did.
Butte. Okay. So this is y'all's surprise round. Oh, sorry. Sarah, get in there. Yeah. She's so fast. Sometimes my things don't work and it's really annoying. God, so many character sheets. Will we get to see the beacons in action? Tune in 3 minutes to find out. Okay. Let us start with Glint. Glint,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
But feeling the go ahead from the party. I think. Just kind of looking, he sees the darkness, and then he speaks up.
What? To the right? Wait, not all the way to the right. Where? Wait.
He's kind of like, you can kind of see like his eye is like this glowing orange eye is kind of like looking around, and he's like,
What? No. To the left? Wait, no. Up, down? Oh.
and that guy. He's gonna unleash his three Eldritch Blast,
Love it.
and somewhat shooting into the dark.
Love it. Roll.
Let me know if you want to change anything.
No, roll three percentile die,
All right.
if you will. Okay. Hilarious. Wow, 13, 23, 27. Those of you that can see into the darkness, Glint, what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
The same color as his eye. It's orange, and it's just this thin laser beam of light that hangs for like a second.
And sorry, which one were you going for the closest? Okay, the
right one.
most.
The rightmost.
Beautiful. Let me. Okay. Yes. So you note these three things. One of them goes a bit high. The first goes a bit high, but the second two find their mark, impacting this core sap, and you hear like a light cry out from the north.
Each one pushes him back 10 feet.
Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna roll something fun for that. Beautiful. He's pushed. For some of you, probably out of sight. You see this thing go fly backwards across, almost tripping across the water and into the darkness for some of you. It's probably horrifying a bit. But Glint, anything else you want to do?
Glint is good.
Things are popping off. Boris, classic party member Boris, we all know and love. I don't know if he's got any range.
No.
Bit of a brawler.
Yeah, Boris is just gonna, now that we've officially struck the enemy, you'll just see this small dwarf somehow do some, you'll just see him shift. He will turn large boar. That's his name.
Hence his name.
Doing 7 damage to himself. And he will move his full complement of movement, which will leave him just short, and he will ready his action as the beacon moves within striking distance. He will unleash his strikes.
He looks like this, if anyone's wondering, when he's in boar form. And he really grows in size. It's a larger boar. Which is just wonderful.
So that is Boris's turn.
Hey, look at that. No, Star's turn. Oh, didn't mean to shift click. Meant to shift L. Damn it. Control L. Oh, beautiful. Morris is blocking her from that one a little bit. 5, 10, 15. Meh. She's not happy. But she will do her best. We'll cup with the longbow. I think she gets 2. Thwomp. Ooh! Boris! Oh no. The first does find its mark. Does. The second, she might fire right in the back of the horse. That is a confirmed fumble. Oh, that's good. Doesn't hit him. Hey. All right. So she fumbles with the bowstring for a minute. Can't get it to release, but it doesn't jam. It does not inhibit her from attacking next time around. But she does stumble around and fumble with it for a second. But she doesn't throw it into Boris's back, so some good things. Salic.
What's the rule on moving through characters squares?
You can move through your buddies. Just A-okay. Especially if you're little like a kobold running through their legs.
Yeah, I think he's gonna plant right there, and I would say hold his action, but since he's a spellcaster, he's really just gonna skip his turn.
Fair enough.
You know what? I'll reach up and give. Just have something to do. Reach up and give honor resistance. That's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Artie.
RT.
There's a giant boar up there. You should probably shoot.
Boars, what's for dinner? Artie will hit the one that Glint hit.
Nice. Threading the needle. Use those feats, That will hit.
One, two. Second one hit.
The second one clangs off the armor.
2 seconds. Okay. That's all it's got.
Lovely. Anna.
Anna is going to double move to get up in the business of this one. And she's going to use her... That's it. She's just going to double move to get in the business of that one. And she's going to use her defending longsword to boost her AC.
Steven.
We'll move there. I'm gonna hit Elite Beacon. Fireball.
A little bit.
That should not be a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter actually, because that's the first roll. That sucks. Wow. What a waste. What way to waste the damage throw, am I right?
3d10, baby.
3d10.
Wow.
I'll burn that on this and that's great. Yeah, let's
That's
do all
wild.
that. Let's do all that, y'all. Make sure to get it out now.
That's crazy. Yeah. That does not hit.
Bummer.
But wow. Never seen that one before.
I haven't. That's
1-1-1.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready for the 30 on the next one.
Yeah, might as well.
That's all I got.
Okay. Xerxes followed by Saru on deck.
I can see this guy on my screen.
That means you can see me.
Cool, cool.
Bing boom bop.
Brat. Brat.
Oh my god.
crack, critical crack.
Oh,
nice.
okay. One more time and he's dead. All right. One more crit and he's dead.
Oh.
Not dead. Wrong kind. of
Didn't specify. Didn't specify. All you said was a crit.
Let's first take off the first one and then
Wow. Is Roll20 broken?
Who's to
You
say?
literally rolled a 1 on almost every one of those damage rolls, Nate.
Yeah, wild. Oh, target speed is 0 until the end of its next turn.
Ouch.
That's nice.
PC 28. I don't think I should roll that. No, I shouldn't even roll it. Mute. All right. That guy's speed is 0. Stop saying that. Amazing. Anything else, Xerxes?
No, sir.
Almost shooting him in the head, killing him outright. Oof. One of these days it'll happen. Saru. A silent gunshot fills your ears in silence. Fills that guy's ears with blood.
There is not a lot to do because range stuff. He will kind of stand there sailing, just kind of be like, are there normally people down here? Seems like sewer should be pretty empty. They can handle it. And leave it at that.
All right. That plus 1. Seven plus 0. Okay. Solid rolls from the gang here. Glint. You're up. Round 1.
Bang.
Fight.
Past people.
There's another one. Where? To the right. No, not as far. To the right. This last one.
You can see again, like he's like turning his head all around.
Wait, stop. Here. Yes.
And he'll unleash 3 more Eldritch Blast at the Beacon Light this time.
Love it. Check his AC. I do not need you to roll. Any missed chances is that they fly just slightly. The first one slightly over his head. And the last two just a little wild as Glint's kind of moving along there.
That is it. for Gloucester.
Boris, the boar. Need I remind you? Very well.
So
Very good
is
name.
Boris's extra damage fire, lightning, or ice?
Oh, that's a good question. It should be added into his. Yeah, so the damage is technically added into there already, so it just counts as magical damage for the point of an NPC.
Okay.
So his damage
Those
is
are-
built in.
Those are his 2 attacks.
Bad.
I feel like he's got flaming tusks.
Yeah, whatever you guys are
Okay.
feeling.
Boris
Flames
is-
are badass.
Boris like lifts up his boar arms because he's like just literally punching this guy, and he's just got like fists for hand, fire coming off his hands, flaming us as he
Yeah.
wails.
Boris is badass. Flames feel good. Anything else for old Boris?
Nope.
Just wrecking this guy's shop. Sarah will. Oof. Move there so she can hit someone else. She hopes. And she's gonna prosthetic charge. Hey, she hits. Dope. She's really good when she hits you. She hits the disruptor. Selig, it is your go.
What's my rules on jumping over the water?
Athletics check. You wish to jump over the water.
What if I wish to jump over the water twice in one turn?
Like a kind of situation.
Yeah, like over and back again.
2 athletics checks maybe. It's not very far.
And would that count as an action?
No, that would just be part of your movement.
Alright, he'll do his movement to here. He wants to first jump to here.
Love it. Athletics check. Oh man, DC 5.
Does he need to roll it
5.
again?
Ooh. No, Sailing
Yeah.
doesn't. Is Sailing
So
exhausted?
Selig was awake.
He is
On
not
a-
exhausted.
Beautiful, Sailing. You make your jump.
Okay, so that counts as 10, 20. $25.
Love it.
Oh no, is that a bonus action? I thought that was a bonus action.
Yeah, that's
Oh, it is. But he can't swing it, right?
Yeah, it's your.
Yeah, you still have an action. You can swing away with your shillelagh.
Shillelagh wouldn't be a very good spell if it was an action.
That'd be sweet. Oh shit! That's it. That's it. Beaut. It's a crippling hit to his kneecap. These people literally don't know what hit them. This just happened in the darkness. They have not even moved yet. They're getting jumped, and it is bad news bears. Arthur, Sailing just fucking hit a dude in his kneecap with a magical shillelagh.
Arthur will attempt to finish the guy. Shillelagh boy.
That's not a crit? You can roll a 31 and it's not a crit? Okay.
Does it hit?
Things are getting wild. That does hit.
Does a 19 hit? Ugh.
It does also hit.
Is he dead?
As 2 arrows strike him in the back, right between points in his armor. He is still standing.
Oh.
Though just barely.
Action surge! He will die this day.
Arthur, if we need that action charge later.
We might have to take a short rest, but
we had this. We literally had this conversation about not taking a short rest.
As the 3rd arrow strikes him in his ass, he dies.
excellent.
Crumples over into a heap.
One for the mage.
Let me see. Mages. Well, we'll never know what the elite does, guys. Thanks for that.
I'm sure there's no more beacons.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's clearly the only one we were gonna face.
Yep. Yep, it is.
They left 3 beacons. There's such a disturbance. They left 3 beacons.
That hits. That hits. That hits. Anything else?
So I got
Burn any other cool abilities? No?
just need a short rest.
Please? Alright. The mage finally gets a turn. What does he do? Oh, what does he
Finger of death.
Yeah. I think honestly what he does is well, he is a mage. Casts a spell. That's what he does.
Can I use my reaction to initiate the Arcana check?
Yes, absolutely. Steven, you can in this dark dim light, you can barely make out that he is like saying something. There's verbal components to this spell, and you can kind of just catch him. What's you gotta pick this up. He's casting Misty Step.
That's fine.
Anna, this character vanishes from in front of you in this misty swirl of shit. Move 30 feet away. Run! He yells in his mind. Anna, it is your go. Just imagine what it was like back then for a second. All this shit just pops off around him. He just starts getting swarmed by people, and he watches one of his friends die. So he immediately misses steps away and gets the fuck out of town. That's his plan.
So Anna is gonna move 30 feet, and as a bonus action, whisper to the sword. She'll just say, "Be vigilant." She'll throw it 30 feet. The sword will be, and the sword will fly to the mage, and will magically fly to the mage, and will get one attack, which Anna will take at the top of Sin's Law.
That's insane.
Horrible to see. I can't even see it. There we go. Okay.
And then with her, so she's moved and she's done a bonus action of just like hurling this sword at the mage, and she's gonna do an athletics check. Is she gonna do an athletics check? Yeah, she saw it. She's gonna do an athletics check. God help her. To see. She's not gonna do an athletics check. She's smarter than that. But she's gonna move. She's gonna use her action to double move. Keep pace with the mage. So.
Anna, you should have control of a token known as Sin's Law.
Yep.
Make it golden. Okay, yes. Beautiful.
Okay, that's her turn.
Love it. Let me give him damage. Beauty. Alright. Forget how to need to like be able to add this to your Get it with Croft's blood magic sword. Figure it out later. Alright, Steven.
I already moved, and we're gonna try another firebolt at our mage.
Yeah, Sin's Law illuminated him up there. 29 to hit, no doubt. So I don't know if Sin's Law actually eliminates things, but I think it does in that coincidence.
I'm fine with that. That seems fair.
When it's like out of your hands. Because that's more fun. Anything else, Steve-O? Other than rolling 2 29s.
That's what I got.
Xerxes.
Pop, pop.
The first will hit and does not down him, therefore. Ooh. Ooh.
Yikes.
Ooh. Oof.
That's actually in character.
Yeah, you're really going to focus next time. As he gets a little AC bone if he's still. Well, I guess Rand's attack. Butte. You love to see it. If you're a disruptor, who now gets a turn. So he's happy about that.
But can't move.
But can't move. What can he do? That's shitty. You don't even get to learn what these guys do in this situation because literally you can't move, so it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It might make sense. Let me see. Might be a way to survive in his current state. Yeah, that's what he's got to do. You see him in his unmoving state. He will. Pull forward the great sword that he has, and there's this burst of the crystal that is embedded in its hilt, and that's actually all that happens. There's just a sudden burst in the crystal, as if he has activated something. And then it is the dead beacon elite's turn. And then it is Saru's turn. And he is no longer stop signed. But he is still bloodied.
He will just give Glint a pat on the head. And, doing great. And then he'll kind of point. He's over there. Just so you know where to look. That's it.
Well, Glint, it is your go.
Yes. Glint will do his best.
Can Glint see the person illuminated by Lucin's law?
Yes. Yes, he can.
I can see one now.
And he will shoot off 3 blast at that one.
No doubters. Love that.
Some good damage right there.
30
Anna,
feet of
you
movement isn't great though.
you see as the first one hits the second one, you see him throwing up what you immediately know is a shield spell, and it just hits that invisible barrier and breaks through it and hits him like the shield spell just shatters as this Eldritch Blast breaks through it and hits him. And this guy seems like he is absolutely on his last legs.
He's also pushed back 30 feet.
He's also pushed back as that last one hits him. 30 feet, impacting the wall.
Or does the sword get an attack of opportunity?
The sword, I believe, does not, unless it says it does.
It does not say. It doesn't say. So I figured
That'd be
It's-
OP.
Plus, forced movement doesn't trigger
Oh,
opportunity
yeah, there you
attacks.
go. But force movement into a wall where he should be moving 30 feet, but he only gets to move 15, does trigger some damage. And he is not dead. But my god, he is not feeling good at all.
You're the laser.
And it is Boris's turn.
These guys are not doing too good.
Not doing too good.
They're just having tea and just got rocked.
Boris leaps over, not as well as he thought he should. Maybe wobbling a little bit, but leaps over and goes to strike.
Beautifully done by Boris, as he is able to smash this dude's fucking brains in with his tusks, because 5-point shot. I don't think Sarah's going to get shot. She does not. So she'll double move to get up there. Selig.
Since he's at this crossroad, he wants to spend his turn kind of listening down all directions to see if there's anything of note.
Yeah, roll perception. Selig, you hear, just kind of being attuned to the sewers as you are, you're kind of able to pick up on the movement, basically, of the water, the scent in the air, and though that like briny scent is kind of like overtaking most of your senses, you're able to smell more free moving or more fresh air to the east than you are from any other direction.
And would that trigger any thought in his head as to this is a good thing or a bad thing based on the current mission?
Not necessarily good nor bad, but usually this kind of this sensory effect that you're feeling leads to more open areas rather than confined areas. So the thought that Selig may be having is just like, okay, to the east seems to be kind of like a larger, more open area. This could be an exit to the surface somewhere. This could be kind of like a larger underground area, like a bigger cavern. And the other areas just might lead to more tighter sewers. Kind of your Selig's general perspective.
He'll mumble something about that's audible for anybody to hear in case he gets hit by a bus, so that information can live on.
There are very large buses down here, so you should be very aware of them. Party.
Arthur will dash. And that's all he'll do.
Is the mage's go? bloodied, basically crumbled against a wall. This gentleman will cast a spell. And vanish. Unlike when he Misty Stepped, he disappears completely from view. In a very sudden movement. He's gone. You are out of combat.
Anybody got a preference on what direction is next?
What direction did Dune Dragon tell us?
He basically just from your position, he basically was telling you like north should take you to the
Keep.
The keep.
We'll say, like, do you know something we don't? Do we need to, like, step to the side and then head north, or should we keep following this path?
He'll relay what he found out. That
Yeah.
probably an open area over there, but this wasn't really an area that he traversed because he avoided the Devourers when he could, rather than confronted them.
Don't go to the way all the way to the right if we're going to go like northwest.
We need to hurry, though. If that bro gets away, he might raise the alarm on us.
Yeah, but that was just a way.
Got away. Unfortunate.
Only history will tell us if counterspell should have been used there.
Sorry, I'll get my frontline fighters here.
So which way, right or left?
What? Someone's
Northwest.
touching you.
Glint turns around and looks at Suru.
Yes.
You. Is there something on your head? And he grabs and like pulls.
As you do that,
Or at least like just slowly lifts up, not like game, but like
you,
there's something here.
as you attempt to grab it, it suddenly reveals itself as it in its horrible visage, tendrily goodness appears sitting on Glenn's head, and oops, one thing. I need you to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
What do you?
You are frightened of that thing for 1 minute,
Blade, what the hell is on your head?
and then it disappears.
What? What's on my head? There's something.
You haven't.
My My cloak is on my head.
Did anybody else see that?
What are you talking about, Saru?
Dude's got an octopus on his head.
An octopus?
Yeah, it was right there. It was squishy and cold.
I've seen this before. Tunnel madness, we call it.
What makes you think something's on his head?
Cause I felt it.
Why were you touching his head?
Cause I pat him on the head to tell him good job.
Steven will go up and very slowly just
You pat Glint on the head.
feel anything weird.
It feels nice.
I don't know what to do about this, Saru. It's his head.
No, it definitely was in his head.
So this looks like a dead end down here. So I imagine at this point, Anna has and the rest of the group that's down this alley has circled their way back. Unless I'm missing something, Michael.
No, as you reach the end of the hall, there are some grates coming from the far west end of the hall, where the water is kind of trickling through, but the grates are really heavy and seem very within the structure of this place. They're not easily removable. Obviously, if you want to try to break through them, something like that, you could. But yeah, they seem to be just letting the water pass through. Sarah will look to Steven and look to Saru and look to Glint, and then just continue walking forward.
Oh, come on, I could have been the only one.
I think
It was right there.
the tunnel madness. You should take care, Saru. Don't let it get to you.
What? So
Saru just
Bright means I can't approach him, right?
yeah.
It's not in sight anymore, actually.
It's not in sight.
Okay,
You
okay.
can approach
Yeah.
Glint, but you're probably approaching him with maybe a shred
Well-
of caution.
Well,
as
yeah,
you're
it was
walking.
more I didn't know if I could, if I couldn't, if I can't get closer to him because of the
You can.
effect or whatever.
Oh yeah, you can still approach Glint.
Yeah.
Though you cannot approach whatever perhaps Saru saw, which is maybe the greatest Saru moment we've had in a very long time.
Come on, Saru. Mustn't dilly-dally. Many people to kill.
So it still looks like the same thing, Michael, over here.
Yeah, similar thing. So you can see the water kind of continuing to trickle through. But yeah, you're basically met with this wall of that basically looks like the grate, the stone, everything is kind of built in here.
The bluey sparkles that Arthur and I noticed are on both sides of this, west and east.
Make a perception check. Yeah, so Saleh kind of trying to spot these things. You're actually, when you're looking more directly, you're seeing more of them. You're actually not really seeing any of them at all from your current position. You're seeing more of them coming from the west.
Okay. And the water's coming from the west and from the east and then kind of merging and going south.
In
Is
the
that-
central, yeah, in
Okay.
that center column.
He will relay that information.
So maybe the advice is to go try to break it down there.
I mean, that bro. I mean, unless he misty stepped through the grate, had to go somewhere.
It didn't look the same as a Misty Step. It's like a vanity. Like
What I'm saying is he turned invisible, then he had to go somewhere. So unless he later Misty stepped through the grate, there's got to be a way. Unless he doubled back to that open cavern.
Could he have gone to a different plane?
That's what I thought. He like didn't turn invisible. I thought he like dimension door or something.
Yeah, Anna actually you were basically the only one who could see him.
If it was dimension door, you'd have seen a puff of smoke.
Make an Arcana check. Yeah, Anna, as you're like have that in your basically like thinking back, looking at like all of the possibilities. You do believe that was a dimension door.
Okay. All right.
Cool. And we could search down. Did anybody go down like those other two side passageways?
No. We could go to that open cavern Selig thought he heard.
Yeah, the one to the west, I think.
Yeah, real quick, just because we're standing right here, I will use Wand of Secrets just to cover our bases. It's a 30-foot range, so it should get everything, including the walls here.
You uncover a secret.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
The wall to your right appears to be illusory.
Nice.
I'll stick her head down. Give a nod to Steven. For that good call there.
Selig, come back. Come back. Here. Look at this. Clint, you too, stop. And just hand on head. Looks back.
Feels nice. You just
Pulls the hood down.
it's
like
you try to pull the whole hood back, and you just see more of his grayish blue withered skin and his like kind of bald head.
Come on, nothing. What?
What?
How did you not? What?
Anna will lean back and, as this has been going on, Anna's like, looking around a new cavern and wargs, and can see up ahead. And we'll hush Saru and Glint. We'll see if they've been heard.
No, you don't understand, Anna. He had a squid on his head.
Shh. Enemies. Ahead.
Anna, through Luness's eyes, you can see that these beacons appear to be standing at the ready. They don't necessarily seem to be standing at the ready in response to sound, but they are in a more ready position. The other beacons that you had initially saw were kind of in conversation. These seem to be standing at attention, kind of down your direction, but you can see by their body language, by the way they're looking around, that they are kind of basically on edge, kind of waiting for confrontation.
Can I do a action check to see if I can tell if that's the same mage or not?
Yes. Yeah, roll perception.
Maybe. If Luness will load.
Never. He's dead. I killed him. I killed that bird. Boat is dead.
Alright, it's a D20 plus 3 with advantage.
Yeah. So you can actually tell that is a. You can just tell by his robes. The other robes were pretty well fucking stained with blood. These are not. These are clean and fresh. This seems to be a different mage.
This one's not on death's door.
Yeah. This one's not.
Yeah, I figured there's
finding the potion vending machine.
Yeah, there's a chance the mage healed themselves. But Anna will say, 3 more beacons down there that I can see. 2 guards, another mage. Mage is farther in the back. They're staring this direction. So we can try to stealth up and just see, or just initiative roll. Take our
See if we can at least get a little closer.
Okay.
How far away are they?
How far away are they? This is the man with the ruler. Closest one is 70 feet. The mage would be like 85 from where Blue Ness is. So about 100 feet from Steven.
Yeah, let's get closer.
So Anna's going to encourage us to sneak just 20 feet or so.
Stealth checks. Again, you feel as though you are able to very slowly, very quietly move into your current positions in that hall. Without drawing attention. And let me tell you, it was close.
I bet. Initiative.
A niche. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Take our 9:52 bathroom break because I have to pee real good then. And we can see if you can just murder all these boys.
We will.
Do we know there was 5?
Still don't know that there's 5. I only see 3.
5?
I only see 3 on both the screen and the initiative tracker, so that's fine.
Look, I'm happy the KD is gonna get good.
Unless I'm drunk, which is not not out of the realm. I see 5.
Okay, well there you go. There's 5.
There's 5.
You see what we don't.
There is 3 to our left and 2 in front of us.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Oh no! Sorry, there's actually 6.
Yeah, I would say there's 3 of us. I can tell you that. So.
Curious.
Yep, I barely can see little mage boy back there.
Curious.
So Xerxes is actually going to fire at this guy to indicate to everybody that there's actually a few more than we once thought.
Curious.
Can it please be like, it doesn't have to be for like HP purposes, But I want one of the mages to be the one we almost murderballed. Like, I just want him to look like shit.
Who's to say? 24 to hit, you said. Your first shot will absolutely hit. Your second, however, will not. Will hit the shield. Will not even hit the shield. Will just kind of fly with it, to be honest.
Oh, well, that guy got bloodied off one shot. These guys are about to get rocked.
Anything
That's
else?
his turn.
Sarah. Sarah can't see anything, and she doesn't really want to run up there after seeing Xerxes shoot left. She's gonna hold. Steven.
Forward. Yeah, those guys are definitely getting rocked. Gosh, the screen is so big. I would like our northern mage to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Steven, nothing seems to happen.
I haven't even told you what I was going to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing seems to happen.
So, like, is my action burned, or like, can you talk me through what that means mechanically?
As you focus your mental energies to affect this person to the north, nothing seems to happen, and I want you to roll an investigation check. Stephen, as you're after you focus your mental energies forward, trying to affect this creature, you realize it's not there.
Okay. Cool.
It's an illusion.
All right, that's interesting. Okay, cool.
You can still act because you don't cast anything or make an effect happen to an illusion.
All right, we're going to magic missile. 2 here, 1 there.
Would you link magic missile for me?
The actual text.
I can hopefully show.
If those are all illusions, can we have it go this way, that like it zooms through and like I see that they're illusions, but because they have to hit, can I just send them to the guys on my left?
Yeah, because you, I like the idea of that because you can't actually target these things because they are, turns out, not creatures. So as your illusion or as your magic missile flies forward to impact these things, they fly through their bodies, and you're able to like rock them over. Who are you trying to hit on the left side?
We're gonna now just investigate all.
One of each.
Yeah, one of each. So we'll go 1 to right to left, 1, 2, 3. So the bloodied guy takes 2, and then middle guy takes 3. Far left takes 3.
They all hit. Just after flying through these northern creatures. Those of you that can see the northern bros in this moment can see Steven's missile just going right through them, and as immediately as it goes through them, they kind of like vanish, and you're able to see through the illusion as well.
Yeah, and I'll call out for good measure. To the left.
Everything you own, kill the people to the left. Anything else, Steven?
Nope, I move back. That's my turn.
Glint.
Who's up? Sees 3 people. Or it doesn't see 3 people.
What? To the left. Straight to the left. Okay.
3 Eldritch Blasts.
D1 Handonies. Oh my word. The first 2 miss wildly. But the third also misses. Hits against the shield. Wow. That's some unlucky rolls. Blast across this front gentleman's shield, who he still has extended, even though he has just taken some damage, and he's able to survive the onslaught of Eldritch Blasts from Glint's glowing eye.
What is it?
The darkness of the sewer is not doing Glint any favors. Selig, it is your go.
Just enough to get to there. What do you know what? Let's just do this.
Oh shit. Casting spells now. Where would you like it?
Can I put it there? And however far back it'll go for 20 feet radius.
Yeah.
Like basically just all around them. Because they've got to make a check to see if they... Oh no, they can see the area when it's cast. Yes, I still want to do it. And just give our ranged folks. Give our ranged folks a free turn.
Yeah. Not great for the old beacons. It is this one's turn. Oh boy. He will run forward, which is just a really bad idea. But that was his plan. And fucking A, he says. How bad can it be? He's gonna move 2 spaces. Yikes. $2d4 for every 5 feet. Why don't you roll me 2d4? And another.
No, that was 2.
Yeah, he's moving
Oh,
5
gotcha.
more because he survived. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought might happen. He kind of falls forward on the spikes, realizing his mistake just a little too late. And it is Anna's go.
Anna's gonna. Sorry, I didn't drag Sin's Law with me. Anna's gonna drop Sin's
Oh, shit.
Law.
Where is it?
I think I might. Just to the north of the mage.
Oh, did I delete it? What the hell?
I think I might have deleted it. Whoa. Attack said mage. Ooh.
I'm on the die. That's crazy.
Against the mage, you say?
Yep.
He will reaction cast a spell.
Clang.
Correct.
On a wall. Actually, she'll stay there. Stay in front of everybody. Okay. And then that's her turn. Boris. Not gonna do a spike growth. Boris on and Boris. And use their turns.
Okay, I think Anna Sinslaw is now officially.
Oh, I won't delete it this time.
Well, now it's okay if you delete it, actually. Yeah, because now I can just drag it out.
Oh.
Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. All right. Through. Oh, it's up there.
I was just testing to see if I can do it. So.
Oh, okay, great.
Easy.
Is you want it to the left?
Nope, I just was literally doing it.
Okay.
I can put it back.
Yeah, put it where it be.
Right there.
Still confused, very perplexed by the thing that was on Glenn's head. History check, insight. Is there any sort of check that I can do to be like, what the hell did I see? Was it real? I mean, I can feel it.
Do an Arcana check. I feel like. Maybe.
Oh, good.
Arcana feels right to me. It was, as far as you can tell, sir, you think this was real. You felt it. Let me see, I think. You're not sure necessarily what it was. But there's some part of you that is making some type of connection between like whatever that was and another of your fallen party members. It's reminding you somewhat of Luaness in some sense.
Okay. That's my turn.
Love it. Okay, that's the mage's turn. Okey-dokey, Smokey. He will definitely want to do a thing. And honestly, does he care? I don't think he cares. Don't mind me. Where is my cone? Boris, Anna, Luaness, Salig, Glint, and Xerxes. And one of my guards.
Does this spell have verbal components?
Maybe.
Can I do a perception check to see if I hear him casting the spell?
Let's see. Yes. Roll. Perception. Yes.
Oh, I can. Then can I do my Arcana check?
You can, but it's a disadvantage because you can only hear. There are full components. You're unsure what spell is being cast.
I got nothing. Carry on.
Beautiful. I need Constitution saving. Oh my god, from my peeps. And these are at regular, right? None of you are taking disadvantage on this. Just
One's
to
at
be sure.
advantage.
Glint has advantage. Beautiful. Good to know. Some rolls. Let's go. Please tell me that was Luaness.
I'm not even rolling for Luna's existence. That was worse.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. It is. Let me check DC 14. So Anna, only failure. Bunch. You will take full damage. Everyone else will take half. As a cone of cold rips out from the mage. I need to roll the guard.
What's that, Croft?
I take a quarter. I have cold resistance.
The guard also takes full damage. Beautiful. 88. I can roll it. Everything's in my way. Nice roll, please. Oh, there it is. $38 points of gold. $19 for half.
10 for quarter.
Of course, 10. 10 for court. This guy is a little dead. So that's good.
Does it have to be my turn to drop my concentration?
No. I don't believe it does.
I'd like to fail that on purpose if that dude died.
Yeah, you absolutely may. Arthur, it is your go.
Can I tell roughly where he may have gone?
Your best guess, just from the
I'm guessing he went this way.
the massive explosion of cold air as you turn that corner, is somewhere to the west. But yeah.
Oh! Arthur will use a bonus action. Sorry, Mark.
Over there.
Und sorry, I'm clicking all the things I want to click. Okay, I've clicked everything I want to click. Ugh. Terrible rolls.
That will miss.
Ugh. Okay, one more.
That will hit.
Oh, sorry, I should have been at disadvantage.
Either way. 27. 22. It's good. It's good.
That's what he's got.
Shoot him right in his backside. Xerxes. It's a hit. He actually will cast shield. It's reaction. Blocking the bullet, Neo style. The second will miss. Sarah steps up. She can't see him. She can't see him. She can barely see him. She's standing on that corpse. She's not over standing on a corpse. That will hit, and that will hit over the shield. Second. That's what you get. Steve-O.
Wisdom save.
How's his wisdom look? How's his wisdom look? How's a 12?
Fail. 15 points of damage.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Does he have anything? No, he doesn't. Okay. Grabs his brain as he's stumbling forward. Still alive. Glint.
Try shooting his eye laser.
Boy. Oh boy, Glint. Your eye beams hit. And you hear this shattering of force and a body impact the floor in front of you. As the mage falls to the earth, the sewer earth, and dies. You have killed my magic user.
Probably the only one.
Singular magic user.
No more magic left.
All magic is now dead.
All right.
Did I get him?
You did.
Yes.
Take that while we have a sec.
I'd like to investigate this, bro.
Roll investigation. Tapping around this boy. He has an arcane focus around his neck and a dagger at his waist. And that is all he has on him, other than the robes he is wearing.
Is it the same guy as before? Different.
No, this does not appear to be the same dude as before.
Gotcha.
You can tell by the way he is that he is not the same gentleman as the mage prior.
I'm just gonna look for shinies with this magic eye.
Let's get
Yeah, Glint, as you open your eye, you can see on him just that arcane focus, like dimly glowing. And then on the fallen guards, you can see that their swords dim glowingly as well. At least the crystals embedded in their long swords dim, or slowly dimming. Dimming? Glowing? Dimly. Those are the words that I'm trying to sputter out of my face.
Arthur. The gems. Get the gems. They glow.
What gems?
The gems in the sword.
Yeah, there are gems embedded in the hilts of their sword
Oh.
that they would have done well to use to not die running across spikes, but
I was going to say if they'd, had more than one turn.
Yeah.
Or half a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them was literally killed by friendly fire, but it was worth it, some would say.
Anna sees something to the north, and we'll call people that direction.
Steven, help.
The magic.
Are the crystals able to be removed from the swords? Or are they pretty intact?
Yeah, Saru, as you look at the crystals, they are pretty familiar because you've been carrying arcane crystals for quite a long time. That's what they appear to be. They look like they're removable if you were to pry them out with something, possibly. Might take a little bit of time to do so because they are embedded in there. But it's plausible that you can pry them out.
Should we be collecting these swords? So they can't use them? Since it gives them special powers and stuff?
Yes. Give us special powers instead.
Yeah, we'll get back to you, Squidhead.
What squid?
Squidhead is good.
What were you needing help with, Arthur?
Identifying the gems.
Like if they're the same crystals as we've had?
They're worth taking.
Sure.
They look pretty similar, and the Dune Dragon dude told us about them.
They do appear to be arcane crystals, and yeah, they look the same as those swords that Kalik Everock showed you.
I was going to do an investigation on, whatever the...
Yes, Anna.
We need to. Just before that happens, I'll just say, yeah, same swords. We need to catch up with everyone. We can take them with us if you want, sir. Barlow's not even sitting there.
Looking. I just moved the wrong token, but that's fine. May or may not.
Taro, why did you just drag the corpse?
I thought I'd just bring this with us. Oops.
Told me to take the sword and I couldn't get it out.
He had a really strong grip on it. As you guys catch up, maybe bringing the swords, you tell me.
Yeah.
Love it. Collecting the two swords.
Were they just okay?
Yeah, there were two. You find Anna kind of like looking tentatively over the ledge into the water here, where there is a large creature that appears to be dead. Looks like that, and you can see further that there is at least one more.
Not again.
Anna, you can see this creature, and you as well as Selig as he approaches, and possibly others, but you're able to identify this thing as an Otyugh, which is basically a trash eater. These creatures are known to be used as sewer cleaners in some fashion. They eat anything, all types of garbage. As you're looking it over, Anna, you can tell that it was it's basically in a cage of sorts, and this looks to be like a feed area for it. But you can tell that it has been pretty ceremoniously killed. And looking again to the one further to the west, it has been killed in the same fashion, just with driving strikes, kind of like to the brain area, just directly into its head. There's like slash marks, both that you can currently see have been killed in the same way.
I guess they had no more use for the Otyughs. Keep perusing this way. Seeing another dead Otyugh.
Poor boys. Similarly killed in the same manner.
What's the status of the smell over here as far as the salt goes? Is it getting worse?
Make a perception check, Selig. Selig, as you're kind of making your way across this direction, you can see, like, as you're moving past these three, like, bays where these Otyughs ceremoniously murdered. One thing about Otyughs is they're fairly intelligent creatures. So murdered may be the correct terminology. But as you're moving past these things, you can actually see the water flowing from north to south here, like through the areas where they are currently like kind of sitting. They're floating. They're dead corpses. And a few things kind of catch you as you're like looking into this more closely, kind of smelling the air. It is maybe the scent is actually stronger here. That briny scent that you had caught onto earlier. As well as you're catching the water that's flowing like kind of around and beneath these Otyugh corpses does actually seem to be more. My brain is trying to say is saying condensed, which is not what I'm trying to say, but it's like a little bit like the glow is stronger. And the streaks of light that you're kind of catching, like glistening within, seems to be more prevalent here as you're looking in this area.
How far is the water below where I'm standing?
It's from here. It is probably 5 feet below you, where the like water is kind of standing. And the Otyugh's corpse is kind of resting.
Yeah, it's worth it, probably. I'll just climb down and scoop up some water and check it out.
Always will with the water. You're able to scoop up water easily enough. What are you trying to do with it?
To look at the, like, just scoop up a bunch of it and like let it flow out to try to ascertain what is this stuff that's seemingly like the non-water part, the glowing, the white, the blue.
Make an investigation check. As you're kind of like there, you're having a hard time, like as you're scooping up the water, like you're seeing things kind of like flow out of your whatever, if you're using a vessel or your claws, whatever they may be. And you're having a harder time kind of getting the like specific like listening portions. Maybe they're deeper, maybe they're harder for you to get, but you are seeing that the water is just kind of like glowing ever so slightly. Even the water that you're able to scoop up is still kind of has this like low glow to it.
All right. And it doesn't burn through my skin or anything.
Does not harm you in any manner.
All right. I'll pop out of there and file that away for now.
Anna, as you move forward, you're able to kind of like pick up on to the north. You can see 4 halls that seem to be heading towards a more like distinct stone pattern in the walls. Each one looking a little more rigid and regular than kind of the stone down here. You're also see a wooden door to your west.
To the door.
Yep.
Okay.
And these 4 kind of go on further. It's just obviously the map can only be so large. The wooden door, as you approach it, does not appear to have any lock or anything on this side, and it's just kind of like a handle that you can push.
All right. Anna will.
It's been 10 minutes since Glint used magic or detect magic.
Not necessarily. No,
Is the door glowing?
the door is not glowing.
Anna just did an investigation on the door just to make sure it doesn't look obviously like trapped or like.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it looks pretty mundane. It's wooden and it is pretty like bloated and wet with condensation down here, but doesn't appear to be trapped or anything crazy.
She will open the door. Oh, it looks like it just goes back. Cool.
Very long, tight corridor as you kind of pop in there and look. That goes to the south.
Yeah, it looks like that's probably how the other direction can go up.
May seem to bypass the sewer system with a well-placed wand of secrets.
So, looking through like these 2 things, I will like do an investigation check. I'm just like glancing her head around both.
Mm.
Do they look like they're gonna open up to the same place? Or are they sort of like?
Yes, as you are looking down them, you get the sense that you can kind of see these bends in the tunnel. It appears that the left 2 and the right 2 kind of bend in opposite directions. So the left 2 probably go in the same direction to the same place, and the right 2 probably go to the same direction in the same place. But it's hard to tell if they could, all 4 go to the same place.
And do they kind of bend opposite directions? One east, one west?
Yeah. Like northeast, northwest. That's what it would seem. Xerxes pulling out his cards.
All right, Anna, we'll
Wrong
just...
character.
Yep. So, Anna will say, these two, I think, go to the same place, and the other two go a different place. Figure we can try the right side first, see where it leads us.
I'm sorry, I missed. Why is the door not an option?
It goes back.
Oh, to where we came from?
Yeah.
Got it.
Like if we cast Wand of Secrets on the left side, we could have gone through that door.
Got it.
So.
Tracking. And the castle is northwest of us, right?
The castle is north. It's north.
Okay, then yeah. Everyone's fine.
Cool. I was picking right. / that's what the percentile that I'm picking.
Love it. Okay. If you would, please put yourselves in marching order, how you would like to go. If you are going down different halls or whatever. Just put yourselves on the map, and next week we'll see where these little hallways go. As you could have completed your first portion. Of the attack on Briarwood Keep. Congratulations. Dun, 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 dun.
When we level up.
You did it, and I'm proud of you, and you don't level up. Hey, but you found 3 dead OTX. It's pretty good loot. Push them into the cauldron of rebirth. Pour some salt on them, and you have a pet.
Pet that can eat trash.
A pet that can eat trash.
Oh.
They have limited telepathy. If you're wondering.
Oh.
They can transmit simple messages and images to any
Say
creature
like-
within 120 feet.
Salig's gonna go be about that life.
And they can do a tentacle slam, which is exciting.
Alright.
They're neutral. They're not evil. Pure neutral creatures.
After we win on Briarwood, we serve him in the sewers.
Make an OTO farm.
Yep.